I'm Vernon Darby, your host, and coming up right now is Ask the Consul. And once again, we have two members from the U.S. Embassy, two consular officers, Chuck Bennett and Brian John Dorff. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, and good to have you again in the studios. And of course, you'll be taking questions from our listeners and basically telling us about any new developments in relationship to visas and also immigration to the United States. I want to get the ball rolling now. I want to start us off now. Chuck?
Hey, how are you doing today?
Good to have you. You sound like you're from the New York area.
That's true, from New York.
Okay.
Living in New York for the past 10 years before I came down to Jamaica to start my work as a vice consul here, doing non-immigrant and immigrant visas.
Okay. But I thought you'd have lost that accent by this. I hope you have learned some patois by this, right?
Studying patois, slowly.
Yes.
Soon come.
That's good. Anything new in terms of policy changes or that our listeners need to be aware of?
Actually, yes. We're very excited about this. In our non-immigrant visa category, these are the B1, B2s, known as the visitor visas. We've expanded our interview waiver program. It's now, if you've ever had a visa in the last 5 years, and it expired in the past 5 years, you do not need to come into the embassy for another interview.
Okay. So what do you do then?
It's very simple. You'll go onto our website, follow the instructions there. Generally, you could either mail your passport in, your old passport along with your new passport. We'll go through your travel records. If you have good travel, we can just give you a new visa. It'll be good for another 10 years. And you don't have to spend a day filling out more forms or coming into the embassy. In some cases, you may have to come in, you may have to redo a fingerprint, but it's a very easy process, and it's good for Jamaica, it's good for us, and we're really excited about it.
Less work.
Less work for all.
Yes,
That's right.
I really love that. So if your visa expired during the last, say, 5 years, then you just simply check on your website. You have the website address there? Just remind us what the website address is. This is good news.
Very good news. It's Kingston.US Embassy.
So let me get that as Kingston.
.US Embassy.
US Embassy.
.gov.
.gov. There's no US at the end.
And that's all we need.
Okay, so it's Kingston. I'm sure we all can spell Kingston, Kingston, .usembassy.gov.
That's correct.
Right.
The gov is for the U.S. federal government.
Okay. And that is good news. Well, the lines are open. We will be taking your calls. So you give us a call if you want to ask consular officers Chuck Bennett and Brian John Dorff any questions at all. The numbers to call are 924-0753, 924-0739, 924-0222, 924-0696. Our cell number is 618-8255. Well, gentlemen, I think we have a caller online. Let's go to this first caller. Good morning. How are you doing?
Good morning.
Hey, good to have you. Where are you calling from?
Yes, I'm calling from Portmore.
Hey, good to have Portmore online. Go right ahead.
This is to the U.S. Consulate. I have do my interview already, and I suppose I sent in my sister's marriage certificate about 5 weeks now. Everything was okay. Just the marriage certificate, and I do not hear anything as yet.
Okay, so I'm guessing your sister had filed for you for an immigrant visa. Is that correct? So you can migrate to the U.S. and start a new life in the U.S.? That's very exciting. So your sister needed to send her marriage certificate, correct?
Yes, I sent all of that. The interview was okay. Just the marriage certificate, all of that went in already.
Well, at this
just
point,
to hear from the U.S.
At this point, I would just beg your patience for a little bit. We're doing the final stages of administrative process. But you're welcome to send an email to us at Kingston IV, that stands for Immigrant Visa, Kingston IV at state.gov. Mention you spoke to me, Chuck, on the radio, and we can get you an update on your case.
Okay, that could take about 5 weeks.
Excuse me?
It's a normal time. It's 5 weeks ago sent it.
There's no real normal time. Some cases are faster, some cases are slower.
And I would like to point out, too, that we do have in our immigrant visa section, it is quite a workload of cases that we do have, and officers attend to them as quickly as they can, but given the workload, it does take a little time sometimes. But it sounds like everything's good in your case, and just be patient with us, and you should be on your way in pretty short order.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Yes, sir.
All right, you have a wonderful day. Okay. Chuck and Brad, we're going to take another call. Let's go to this next caller. Good morning.
Good morning.
At your service.
My question is, hello?
Go ahead, we're listening.
What if you were denied within the 5 years?
Start again, because your question is not clear at all. Start again.
All right, you say you can just post the passport.
Okay, I think you were you had a non-immigrant visa before. Is that correct? And
yes.
then when you reapplied for a visa, it was refused. Is that correct?
Yes.
And now you want to know if you could do the interview waiver program?
Yes.
No, in that case, you would have to come in to do the full interview. I don't know the circumstances of why, when you reapplied for the visa, it was denied. But because of that, you would not qualify for our waiver program. So you just follow our regular instructions. If you do want to reapply, we look forward to seeing you. We can go through your case, and we can figure out if you are or not qualified for the visa.
All right, then. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you very much for calling. I tell you what, we're going to go for the break right now. Chuck and Brandon are going to take the break right now. You're listening to At Your Service here on Nationwide 90 FM, a revolution in media. When we come back, we will continue with Ask the Consul, and the landline numbers to call are 924-0753, 924-0739, 924-0222, 924-0696. Vernon Darby saying to you, so come back, don't move. Well, I must tell you something. Something is happening this Friday. Yes, this Friday at Emancipation Park, the U.S. Embassy presents Blues on the Green. Yes, the concert starts at 6 p.m. and features artist, Grammy-nominated Queen of the Blues, Shamika Copeland. Yes, you're not going to pay. It's free, completely free. So you must bring something, though. Yeah, and bring a canned food because they're going to donate it to the Jamaica Council for Persons with Disabilities. So it's this Friday. You have to be there. You can't miss it. I'll never carry one thing. That's all. No money. Top class show. I don't believe it. So this Friday. And by the way, I think I'm going to be there. So you might never can tell. I might meet you. So check it out. This Friday at Emancipation Park, the U.S. Embassy presents Blues on the Green. The concert starts at 6 p.m. We're back again. Yes, it's Ask the Consul, and we have as our very special guests Chuck and Brian, and we are taking your call, so we have a caller online. Let's go to this next caller. Good morning. How you doing? Good morning.
Hello.
How you doing?
Oh yes, I have a question.
Go right ahead. Good morning.
All right. Good morning.
Yes.
Good morning, Mr. Darby.
Yes, and to my guests too. I've told them my guests.
All right. And good morning, Counselor.
Good morning.
Morning.
A mother, our daughter is expecting to file for a mother and a 20-year-old son. Is it possible that the son can be included on the visa?
He's under 21 at this time. And good morning, by the way.
Under 21.
Yeah, if he's under 21, he can be. And he was what would be called a derivative if he is the son of the principal applicant. So let me understand, it is a daughter filing for a mother?
Yes, and a sibling.
And a sibling. Yes, they can be included.
Okay.
And I would suggest that if you want to get some good insight into that process, you can go to the USCIS.gov website. That's the Citizenship and Immigration Services, and they're actually the ones who approve immigration petitions, and that's a good website for you to refer to answer those questions.
Would you repeat that information?
Certainly. It's USCIS.gov, G-O-V, and they have a pretty wide menu of information pertaining to different types of visas and immigration visas. So they'll probably give you some good insight into the questions that you have.
Thank you.
All right, you got
much.
it, sir. So it's you got it? USCIS. U for Ultra, you got it?
That's right.
S for Sugar.
Yes,
C for Charlie.
that's right.
I for Indigo. S for Sugar. .gov. All right, so all the other listeners make a note of that. All right, let's take another call. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I'm not hearing that call at all. I will probably have to move on to another caller. Good morning. At your service.
Hello, good morning.
Good to have you.
Right, I'd like to find out. My husband, his daughter is filing for her. Hello?
I'm listening. Go ahead.
Yes, my husband's daughter is filing for her, and but he doesn't know anything about where the stage it's at, anything. She just said she was going to put in the papers. Now, we are going on a trip to Disney, and we would like him to accompany us, but I was told that if you're on filing, they will not grant you a visa.
You want to go ahead, Chuck?
Sure.
Yeah.
That is a common misconception out there that you can't receive a non-immigrant visa.
I can hardly hear you now.
That's a common misconception out there.
It's a misconception.
That you cannot receive a non-immigrant visa if you already have a immigration filing. During the final stages of an immigration filing, we do cancel a non-immigrant visa, but your husband can apply for his non-immigrant visa to go on the Disney trip, if that's what you're asking.
Right, that's what I'm asking.
During the interview process, you'd be very clear about how he does have an active immigration filing.
Okay, but he wouldn't be able to say at what stage it is because he has not received any information. It's just that she said she was putting in the paper, so nothing else has been said about it.
Well, there's a little trick you guys can do.
Pardon me?
There's a trick you guys can do.
There's a trick?
Yeah, after the petition was filed, there'll be a receipt number. And if you go to that same website my colleague Brian mentioned, uscis.gov, there's right on the home page, the front page of that, you can check on the status of a petition. You enter that number in there, and it'll show you where it is in the process.
Yeah, but he doesn't have a number or anything, so...
Well, he'll have to talk about that with his daughter was filed.
Right, that's what I was just saying.
Yes.
That we just want to know if he can apply because he's not in any rush for the filing. He just wants to be able to attend the trip with us.
Sure, and good morning. Nice to talk to you this morning. I would just like to add to what Chuck said, and that is that the filing or the application for the non-immigrant visa for you to take the Disney trip would be totally separate from the immigration filing.
Okay, so on the form we can put that, yes, he's on file, but when he goes to the interview, he would have to defend that.
Well, he would. It's a good idea to inform the officer that the filing may be in process.
Oh, okay.
But it's nothing to defend.
You're not defending anything. It's just, just a statement of fact.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
No, you haven't done anything wrong. They're just giving you, just explaining to you. So don't feel any way at all.
Well, believe me, we want to see you in Disney. We love when people come to Disney World.
Yeah, go up and see that mouse.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much.
All right. Have a good day. Okay, let's go to this next caller. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good to have you. Where are you calling from now? Which area? Okay.
Kingston.
Go right ahead.
Good morning, Mr. Derby. Good morning, Chuck. Good morning, Brian.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I traveled in 2012, but while I was up there, my passport was accidentally in my bag with a bottle with water, and the visa picture, the face get messed up a little.
I guess a little less than half of the face get messed up. Do you think I should be worried about it, or what should I do before I travel again? Because I don't want to travel with it, and then when I reach immigration, I have problems. So what do you think I should do?
Well, that's a good question. Are you saying that your passport was damaged or your visa was damaged?
I had it in the bag.
Yes, I understand that.
But I didn't realize that it was in the bag. And then I had the bottled water because it was hot. And then they told me to bring water with me. But the water's still in the bag, not knowing that the passport was in there. So
what he's trying to find out from you is where the damage is. Is it that is it a passport picture?
The visa picture.
Oh.
It's very important. I'll just tell you that it's important when you go to, for example, if you arrive in the United States at the airport, that the immigration officer is going to look at your visa, and it needs to be totally legible and totally readable. So if it is damaged, unfortunately, it might be necessary for you to apply to a new one.
Oh.
In fact,
so is there anywhere I could take it before to have them have a look at it so better know, you know?
Well, in fact, we actually just updated our website. This is a common problem.
Pardon?
We just updated our website. Actually, I did it myself. If you go to kingston.usembassy.gov, we have a whole section on damaged visas. And like Brian said, you've probably heard stories where people get stopped at the airport. One reason why that happens, if the visa's damaged, we can't figure out if this is a legitimate visa or not. So I would check out our website.
Because it just came to me, and said, you better check this out, because when I was up there, and then my sister-in-law called, and they didn't say anything. They said it was okay, but I came down all right. But I was thinking now, so probably if I want to travel now, maybe I would have problem when I reach there, and I don't want that to happen.
Yeah, but I said to you before, you probably best bet
I would
check to have it renewed, right?
I would check out the website.
Yeah.
We have a lot of descriptions of what a damaged visa would look like. See if you fall into that category, and you will have to pay another fee. But if you already had the visa and you used it well, I don't believe you'd have any concerns about having your visa denied, if that was one of the concerns.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you very much for calling.
Thank you so much.
Have a wonderful day. Let's go to another caller. Good morning. At your service.
Mr. Darby.
Good to have you.
Yes, I would like to speak to the consular.
Yes, they're listening.
We're here.
All right. I have a 10-year visa. It's going to be... Are you hearing me, sir?
Yes, we are. Oh, yeah, we're all hearing you.
It's going to be up June. But me and my husband, file for visas together. He doesn't want to travel again because he got a 10-year one when we renewing it, because I have visa from 94, and I renew it 2004, and it's going to be up now. My husband doesn't want to travel anymore because he didn't travel on the 10-year one. Can I go ahead and file for my, apply for my visa by myself, because I used to use his land paper and his car paper, and my name is not on none of them. So could I go ahead and file and apply for my visa?
Brian is going to answer you.
Yeah, good morning. Nice to talk to you today.
Good morning.
Certainly you can apply for a visa on your own, and the fact that you've had visas before, and the fact that you're married, and the fact that I'm sure you used your visas well when you had them, that should speak very well for your renewal process, and I wouldn't hesitate to apply on your own and come on in and for the interview.
Okay, because my husband is 72, he'll be 72 July, and he said he doesn't want to travel anymore.
Yeah, but I think that you got the answer, though, that you can apply on your own.
Thank you so much, Mr. Barbie, and it's the second time now I'm calling you and getting help.
Yes.
You're very welcome. Nice to speak to you.
Your guest, and I'll be applying early. Bye-bye. Have a good day.
So we've been at your service then.
Okay, thank you.
All right, you have a wonderful day.
Bye-bye.
All right, I think we're going to go take another call before we go for the break. All right, let's go to this next caller. Good morning, at your service.
Hello.
How you doing? Good morning. Something seemed to have happened to that call, so I guess what? Chuck and Brian, we can take another. Let's try the line again. Good morning. That one seems to have gone. I tell you what, we can still try again, or we might have to go. Okay, let's try another caller. I hope we have better luck this time. Good morning.
Hello.
How you doing?
Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
Oh, good morning. How are you? Miss, I got deported in 2008. I've been here 6 years so far, and I'm hoping, is there anything new or any kind of waiver or something I could get home on?
Okay,
Chuck, you want to take that, Chuck? Yeah, all right.
I mean, there are deportees from the U.S. People are deported for two reasons, for immigration violations or criminal violations.
Yes, mine is a misdemeanor. I've never been to prison. Okay. All I had to do was probation and a $750 fine.
When you were in the U.S., were you there on a non-immigrant visa, or were you there
I was there legally from 1968. I came to the United States when I was 5 years old.
Okay, and would you be applying?
I'm married with 2 kids.
So do you want to apply for a non-immigrant visa or an immigrant visa?
Immigrant. I want to go home.
Okay, well, you'd have to have someone file for you if you want to migrate on a family-based immigrant visa. Do you have someone in the U.S. who would file for you?
Yes, I have my wife.
Okay.
I have my wife will be the best one, I guess.
So your wife can file for you. Over there. Your wife can file for you. I don't know your personal circumstances. Depending on what you're deported for, you may or may not be eligible for returning to the U.S. Drug possession is very serious. And for some charges, there are waivers. For others, there are not. I can't speak to your personal circumstances, but anything involving cocaine, any kind of drug trafficking, is very serious.
And if I could just add to...
I was a user.
Yes, sir, hello. They're giving you advice. I suggest that you listen, ask your question, and allow them to answer your question, all right?
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
I hope I can help you with a little bit of additional information, but usually when there's any kind of a criminal violation involved, especially something involving controlled substances, you will need a waiver in any case, and those waivers are by the U.S. Department of Homeland Security, not by the Department of State. All we do is provide you with the visa to travel from Jamaica to wherever point of entry in the United States you wish to go. So I just want to point out that it's really not our responsibility to grant that waiver. It does come from the Department of Homeland Security, but there are waivers available, and they judge each case on an individual basis. So you would just have to treat your case in that way.
So can you please tell me where online I could go for this information? Because I'm a fish out of water. I need to go home.
Yeah, but they have told you exactly what you need to do. I don't think they can probably help you any further.
Again, I'd refer you to the United States Citizenship and Immigration Services website. That's uscis.gov. They're the ones that would approve the petition to allow your wife to file for you to bring you back to the U.S. And if you do need a waiver, they are the ones who would grant you the waiver. Once you see us at the embassy, all we're going to do is say, yes, you have a waiver, you're good to go. It's not us who make that decision.
USCIS.gov, and my wife could file a petition.
Yeah, I would go to the CIS website first and learn as much information as you can about as it applies to your situation, and then move from there.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
All right,
and I wish you all the best, Jesse. Wish you all the best.
And have a wonderful day.
Same to you. All right, we're going to go for the break right now. You're listening to At Your Service here on Nationwide. Welcome back. You're listening to At Your Service here on Nationwide 90 FM, a revolution in media. Of course, I have my very special guests, consular officers Chuck and Brian, and a photographer who remains nameless. And I'll advise her not to take any pictures of you know where. All right, gentlemen. Question. If I'm a professional, say I'm a lawyer, doctor, a journalist, you name it, can I file for immigrant status on my own, or somebody has to file for me?
Well, we actually have a whole category of employment-based immigration filings.
Yes.
And we see a lot out of Jamaica, especially in the healthcare industries.
About IT?
We have seen some IT, but mostly healthcare and teachers. Jamaica has amazing teachers, and they're going all over to the U.S., teaching high school, junior high. They get these job offers, they bring their whole families up, and they start a new life in the U.S. It's great for the U.S. Jamaican teachers, they keep the kids in line. I think American teachers...
I'm quite aware of that one. Yes.
American teachers could learn a bit from some of these Jamaican teachers, and we love to see it. And like I said before, we're seeing a lot of nurses and doctors as well.
Mm-hmm. But of course, they have to. What about taking any particular tests so that they comply with the laws of the specific states that they are going to migrate to?
Oh, they have to meet all of the standard qualifications, just like
teachers and nurses and professionals that require licensure in Jamaica would certainly require it in the U.S. And it's individual states that grant those licenses.
Okay. All right, we have another caller. Let's go to this next caller. Good morning, at your service. Good morning. I think that caller has abandoned me. I think probably credit ran out. All right, let's go to another caller. Good morning, at your service. Good morning. Ooh, what is happening? All right, let's go to another line then. Good morning, at your service.
Good morning, Mr. Darby.
We got someone you know.
How are you?
Lines are seem to be too many calls today, man. How did you get through? You squeezed through, right?
I don't know. It must be.
You're borderline. All right.
The American gentleman there. Yes. What's his name? Tell him good morning to both of them there.
And good morning to you.
Okay.
Good morning.
I used to travel in the 80s, and I travel all the while, but for the past couple of years I don't travel. My visa hop, I was used to having multiple indefinite at the time, and my visa hop from what you have here expired date the 25th of October 2008. What is the problem now to renew it?
Oh, there's no problem. You won't be renewing that visa per se, but what you will be doing is applying for a new visa. That particular type of visa is no longer used, as you well know.
I know. I have the 10
You have that stamp in your book. But what you'll have to do is just come in and apply for a new non-immigrant visa, and it'll be processed like any other applicant. Come on in and have the interview, and if you've traveled well and you have good ties to Jamaica, you'll be on your way to the U.S. again, and we'll be happy to see you.
No, what the problem here? I traveled and got in the 10 years afterward. I got indefinite out. I used to have the 10 years, and my 10 years up in 2008.
So once you reapply for your visa, you'll bring in your old passport. We'll see you've traveled well on it, and you'll get a new visa that's valid for another 10 years.
Okay. I must go online or have to come in?
Yes.
Have to come in or go online?
Well, go online first and familiarize yourself with the process, and you'll do your initial application there, and then you'll come in for the interview once you have an appointment.
So the 5 years up period up is that you could get it back to online?
But in 2008, I'm not sure when it exactly expired.
Yes.
Your visa expired. You may have just received the window. If it's within the 5 years, then you could follow the interview waiver program. That said, I don't think we were fingerprinting people in 1998, so you may have to come in anyways to be fingerprinted. It's
2008, I said.
But it expired in 2008. You received your visa in 1998. Is that correct?
No, I received it before. I received long before.
Okay, then you may have to come in for the fingerprinting.
Okay.
All right.
All the best.
Yeah, look forward to seeing you.
Thank you.
All right, you have a wonderful day, sir. Okay, let's go to another caller. Good morning, at your service. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good to have you.
Thanks for having me. I have a question. The question is, a couple of questions, really. The question is, one of the questions is, my fiancé and I are planning to get married, right? But our dad is a citizen from overseas. Now, her dad wants to file for her. Will that affect the filing?
Well, first off, never let a filing or immigration petition get in the way of true love. If you guys want to get married, we always encourage people, family first, get married first. That said, I think what you're saying is you're worried that if who's soon to be your father-in-law files for your fiancé and you guys get married, you might lose your place in line. Is that your concern?
Yes, because what is that a name change? right? She wouldn't drop her name, but she would keep it, but it would be a name change.
The name change we don't have to worry about. That's easy for us to figure out.
Sure.
We'll look at marriage certificates and birth certificates. That's easy. But something for you guys to consider, again, I'll reemphasize, always go with true love. But when her father files for her, she may have a place higher up in line if she's unmarried than if she's married. So I would suggest you guys do your research. She may be called upon. Her place will be higher in line usually if she is unmarried.
Okay.
So that's something for you guys to think about and do some research about when you guys figure out your life together.
Okay. So you're saying that if we do, then her place would be higher in line, meaning it would take longer.
Correct. If you guys, if she is single, it'll be
longer.
No, the opposite. If she's single, it'll be shorter. If you're married, it'll be longer. Again, I would emphasize, don't make life decisions based on this.
Okay, wouldn't be any problem. But do you have an idea how long that would take?
At this point, I can't really speculate because you'd be filing something new right now.
Okay. All right, thanks. That's all the questions.
All right, you have a wonderful day, sir. Thank you very much for calling. All right, let's go to another caller. Good morning, at your service.
Good morning.
Good to have you.
Good morning to everybody.
Good morning.
All right, I just want to know if you had a misdemeanor for petty theft and you got the case sealed, when you are applying for a new visa, do you need to state that?
Hi, good morning. Yes, absolutely. Honesty is always the best policy. And one thing to keep in mind, too, is that when people come into the embassy, you see the officers sitting in front of computer screens. When an officer looks at your case and scans in the barcode that's on your passport, the officer has information available at their fingertips, probably a lot more information than you think they do.
Right.
And so if you do have any kind of criminal violation or law violation on your record that occurred in the United States, the officer is probably going to know about it.
Yeah.
It's always best to discuss it.
I already know about it.
Yeah.
I was very I told him about it because it was not a situation that actually is allowed to happen. It's just by error.
Sure, I understand. Well, everybody can make mistakes, and we understand that, but we are governed by the law.
Right.
And there are circumstances under which that can be taken care of. There are possibilities to get waivers. It's not an automatic exclusion. It depends on what the violation was. And you'll have to discuss that with the officer, and the officer will advise you what your options are.
So it's not a case where if you want a privacy, it doesn't work for the embassy.
No, ma'am.
You always have to. For every time you apply for a visa, you have to put that on it.
You always have to be totally upfront, and as I say, the officer has access to that information. So if the officer knows it and you're not divulging it, it doesn't reflect very well on your situation.
No, man. I just in the case that if you had it sealed and you put that yes you do and you had it sealed, if you always have to keep writing that.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
All right.
Thank you very much. Okay, let's try and get in another call before we go for the break. Good morning. Good morning, at your service.
Morning.
How you doing?
Not bad.
Yeah, man, go right ahead. You have about a minute.
Oh, I have a minute?
Yes, man.
Oh man.
You talk faster than Usain Bolt. Go on, man. Go on, talk.
All right. Listen, this concerns my niece. In '92, she had a 1-entry visa, but she got derivatives through her father because she was about 13 then. She's now an adult. Status has changed. Own 2 homes and wish to reapply. Any way she could go about it, make it easy for her.
Good morning.
Morning, sir.
So it's your niece, and she's applying for a regular visitor visa. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, and she traveled before when she was a child?
I'm sorry?
And she traveled before when she was a child in the 90s. Is that correct? Or was she already?
Yes, too. She traveled and she got a 1-entry derivative to her.
Okay, and this was just for a visitor visa, right? Not to migrate and live permanently in the United States?
No, just visit.
Okay, then. Yeah, then she should just apply for a visa like anyone else. It always helps if she brings her old passport with her. And you mentioned that she has 2 homes. Anything else she wants to do to demonstrate strong ties to Jamaica, that she doesn't actually want to migrate to the U.S., will help her case, and it should be pretty straightforward.
Okay. All right.
Hope that helps.
She hasn't reapplied since some time, so I was just thinking, wonder if there would be a problem.
I don't think there'd be a problem, but every case is different.
Okay.
I look forward to seeing you guys.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much for calling. We're going to go for the break. The final segment is here already. All right. Fred and I will saying to you soon come back. When we come back, we will still have consular officers Chuck and Brian from the U.S. Embassy to answer your questions. Soon come back. Don't move. Welcome back. You're listening to At Your Service here on Nationwide 90 FM, a revolution in media. Well, our guests are still here with us. I'm going to take another, probably 2 calls. Let's go to this next caller. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good to have you. Go right ahead.
Okay, I know of someone who lives in the United States. She's a resident. Her sister died, and she took up the sister's daughter on a visitor's visa. The thing is now the child is almost 16, and she asked me to find out about adoption here in Jamaica because they told her up there that they could not, she could not do the adoption there. So when I contacted the adoption board, they said that the child it's actually too late because the child is 16 in May. She also wanted to know, right now she was awarded guardianship by the court in America, but she wants to know what is it she can do to get the child's status straight.
Oh, good morning. Well, it sounds like a bit of a complicated problem, but it may not be as complicated as at first glance. Changes of status and citizenship matters and things like that are handled by USCIS. My suggestion right off the top would be for you to consult that website. We spoke about it a little bit earlier, uscis.gov, and you can look at information pertaining to changes of status and adoption and whatnot, and I think that'll give you a good basis of knowledge, and then you can go forward from there.
Okay. The thing is, though, she cannot adopt the child in the States. So that's the problem because the child is not an American. She doesn't have a residence, nothing.
I think all of this will be resolved in the U.S. The U.S. Embassy in Jamaica really wouldn't come into play with this. So, again, we'd refer you back to that website and your research. And best of luck to all of you.
All right. Thank you very much for calling.
Bye-bye.
You have a wonderful day. All right. Chuck and Brian, thank you very much for being here and for giving all this information to our listeners.
You're very welcome. It was a real pleasure being here, and we look forward to talking to many Jamaicans who come in and hopefully successfully get their visas. The majority do.
7 out of 10 do get their visas, so please don't be intimidated at all. We look forward to seeing all of you.
Right. And what's the last word in patois for us? Chuck?
The last word in patois? You have to teach me first.
I'll just say, everyone, walk good.
And you're listening to this program, you know. All right. I see it. I fought in it. 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 I see it. I